everyone, welcome to my makeup room at my makeup party. I have the wonderful by Terry Sun Designer palette for you today. I have that on and it is gorgeous. So this one is called number 2, Light and Tan Vibes. By Terry. It's a very expensive makeup brand that I've kind of sort of gotten into lately. I bought this Sun Designer palette and I'm really enjoying it. It is not cheap, however, and I am not still really sure if it's worth the enormous price tag. So this has a variety of colors in a zigzaggy design, and it's all for your face. It's sort of contour, highlight, and blush all together there. So I'll swatch the individual little zigzag stripes for you, but what I did was I used this on my face today for bronzing and contouring, blush, and highlight. I'll show you exactly how I put all that on. So here is kind of the final product. What is going on here is this side over here is supposed to be sort of your bronzing and contouring and highlight section, and then this over here is really your highlighter, and then your blush section and another highlighter. So what I did today was I took a brush and I swept across these two lines right here to get sort of a bronzer effect, and I bronzed in my bronzing areas with that, and it actually turned out much nicer than I had thought. It has just the slightest bit of pink or orangey to it, so I thought it maybe would not look that good as a bronzer once you mix those two colors together, but it turned out, I think, really good as a bronzer color. It is still not, I think, taking over my favorite, which is currently Benefit Hoola. That is my current favorite bronzer. Then I put a little bit of that same combination of those two stripes on my cheeks, and then I went back and swept through these two stripes right here, the blush, and then this sort of brown, or this sort of golden bronze highlighter, and I put that on as sort of my blush. The way I oriented the brush was to go through these two stripes with the blush on one end and the bronzer slash highlight on the other, and then I oriented it on my cheek to where the goldenish highlight was doing sort of a contour effect again with my cheek, and the blush was in the place where you would put your blush. So in that way, you kind of knock two things out at once. You get your contouring and bronzing done on your cheek and your blush at the same time. This blush is so pretty. It has a golden sheen to it. It's a pink coral sort of with a gold sheen. I will show you in the swatch. It is amazing. Then I went back with a fan brush and I put this sort of very peach sort of highlighter on as my highlighter, and it's really nice. Really nice metallic-y highlighter. If you put this blush on pretty heavy and then the highlighter on pretty heavy on top of it, this blush will really show that golden sort of sheen, and you'll get almost like the rainbow highlighter effect, but simpler and prettier without blue and purple in it or anything crazy like that. I will show you on my hand, maybe it'll come out that way. I did it the other day. I put a lot of the blush on and then I put the highlighter on top, and I was really getting this sort of two-tone sheen as I would move along my cheekbone. So beautiful. Let me swatch these for you. So it has sort of this weird pattern on it of highs and lows within each stripe. That kind of gets a lot on your brush that way. So here is the sort of bronzy, starting on the bronzer and highlighter side. Here's the bronziest of it, the bronzy part of it. It has a very faint gold shimmer to it. Then the middle stripe on that side is a sort of a mocha pink, and it's matte, it's not shimmery in the middle there. So I kind of combined both of those to bronze. This one's kind of, it's a little green or something to be just a straight bronzer. That's why this pink sort of balances it out when you do the two of them. This top stripe on the bronzer side is very skin tone, and I'm not real sure what exactly you're supposed to do with it besides maybe tone down that really brassy bronzer. It's not really white enough or light enough, I would say, to do as a highlighter in sort of the middle of your forehead. It's just more of a creamy pink, sort of peach. It's very skin tone. It's very nude skin tone. I guess if you swirl all three of these colors together, that really nude looking one probably tones everything down and brings it all down to a different color. I think it adds too much pink, and that's why I did not sweep into that color today. So sweeping across all of the bronzer section, this is sort of the color you get. Very milk chocolate, kind of reminds me of the Milk Chocolate Soleil by Too Faced, which is a very popular bronzer. It has a very mocha pink cast to it, doesn't it? It's not the kind of bronze that I like to have as my bronzer. It's got too much pink in it like that. So that's sweeping across all three lines of this side here. Okay, on the other side with the blush and highlighters, this blush is so pretty. First, let's do the deeper, more golden brown highlighter at the bottom here. It's definitely a highlighter. It's definitely shimmery. And it's hard to see, but it's there. It's kind of, ooh, at that angle, it's so pretty. Look at that. So then let's put the blush. The blush is going to stun you because it's that pink gold. So there is the pink blush right through the middle there. It's pretty, and there, right there, you're getting the gold. Now the peach sort of highlighter at the bottom is right here. It's shiny. So let's sort of blend all three of those together and see what you end up with. So if we sweep across all of them, you get sort of this corally shimmer, just like that. I think I like the blush by itself better, and then one or two of the highlights on top of it. So incredibly expensive palette. I don't know. I don't think it's really worth $90 something. I think that's a lot of money. So I don't really think it's worth that. It's very luxurious. It's somewhat different. And you know, it is difficult to just get one stripe or two stripes on a brush. You have to get a pretty thin brush to do that. You know, these kind of things are always difficult to deal with in that way. So I'm not sure that it's really worth all that much money, but I had fun trying it out, and I think it is pretty, and I like having bronzer, highlighter, and blush all in one palette. I always love that. I love my blush palettes. More to come. The By Terry concealer, Terribly Denseless concealer. I've tried that a couple times now. It's very different. I'm going to have to tell you all about it. And Smashbox lip products. I have all of them gathered. I have 4 different colors to show you, and I like them. I have one on right now, in fact. So love them, and I will see you in my next video.